So I do think Iran expects the war to continue. It may continue in different ways. It might be more of a naval war now, for instance, or it might be more electronic warfare now, or it might be. I mean, it's hard to tell, but I would argue that Iran will not drop its allies in this situation and will ensure. This is the impression we're getting from Iranian officials, that they have a bigger plan. It's not like June. They plan to remake the region and secure it for the foreseeable future. And that security will not just come out of a deal with America. That security comes from their neighbors. Mm-hmm. And I think Iran's idea of creating a new Persian Gulf security architecture that is run and managed entirely by the littoral states of the Persian Gulf, all of them, is the path forward, because obviously these countries can now see that America can't guarantee security for them. So I think Iran, with maybe the Chinese, with the Russians, with other global players who multipolar, of the multipolar world, would like to see a new reality, a new order, West Asian order emerge from this. And to be honest, if they can stick it out, and I think they plan to, they can exhaust the Americans and the Israelis, because we're seeing an awful lot of support for Iran that we didn't see before, before February 28th.
So you feel that the war will continue for some more time. It may shape shift, or there was that awful time. There was that awful period where we thought that America was putting troops, Karg Island, and getting troops in, and we heard all of that. There's still some news that U.S. troops are being sent. So does this shape shift the war, even if it continues, or does it get?
I mean, the U.S. have so far had 3 covert military operations fail. So whatever. I mean, they can keep banging their head against the wall. That's what they do. The Iranians know that's what they do. So I think it'll keep going. I don't know that the Americans know how to exit. I mean, I do think that Trump can just have an emotion and decide to exit and spin his way into a victory. How many times has he declared victory so far? Well over a dozen, I think. So he can make that happen. Will the Israelis allow it? Will they? There were a lot of attacks on targets in Persian Gulf states that the Iranians immediately came out and said this was not us. So they believed it was Israel or the United States targeting these countries to rile up public opinion, right? Like maybe they were civilian targets.